there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Duke's offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running behind that left side. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the air on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback on the keeper. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect it. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Milner. Got room at the 35. Wide open spacing. Touchdown, Duke. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll test the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Might be looking to run. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Blue Devils want to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. A little release to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Fires to the right. It's caught. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, you try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end. And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since old War Eagle took flight today. They're trailing by 18 to Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pitt, right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll go right back to it. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Got it, looking for the 1st down. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Just keeps slinging it. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Pulls it in, it's Brown. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the toss. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They give it to him again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. White wants to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. White going to attack through the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play. But understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, and getting him on the ground.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The snap sets up to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. He's looking to pass. He'll take another shot here. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. White wants to throw it. Under fire. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Got the first down and more. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He'll do it himself. Jukes his way for more. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
And you did the right thing, right? Offensively, everything worked out well. I ran the timing. The quarterback keeps the football, making a big play down the field, and a great job by the defense, securing the tackle and making him cough the football up down the field.
Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll give it to him again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He wants it all. Touchdown, Duke. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, the running back has it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job.
Oh, he's got some space. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Takes a hit as he fires.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch call. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got the first down. Looking for more. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Working that left side. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got an open man. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Hands it off. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their... With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent. Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that...